Originally the Eiffel Tower was 300 meters tall. But since then, antennas have been added, therefore it is rising today to a height of 324 meters.
The tower was born during the Exposition Universelle of 1889, which was to commemorate the centenary of the French Revolution. In order to attract visitors to the event, it was necessary to create an exceptional monument. This is Gustave Eiffel. At the time, he was already famous for these metal constructions such as the Garabit Viaduct, or the design of the internal structural elements of the Statue of Liberty.
It seems paradoxical, but Gustave Eiffel is not the man who invented the tower. In reality it is two of his main engineers. 3 years before the inauguration of the Universal Exhibition, they emitted the idea of drawing a project a little crazy. A tower of 300 meters high. But why 300 meters?
It is a symbolic dimension. It is the equivalent of 1,000 feet, and it would have been the tallest tower at the time.
On the first drawing the tower looks like a vulgar 6-story pylon. But after some retouching of the initial sketch, Gustave Eiffel were excited about the project. And among the 107 projects presented at the Paris City Hall, he won the competition in May 1886, for the construction of a 300-meter tower.
1887. In fact, it took exactly 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days to build the Eiffel Tower with 200 workers on the construction site.
The tower rests on 4 pillars, each consisting of 4 feet that go up to the Eiffel Tower is composed of more than 18,000 metal parts that are assembled together by rivets. So as you can imagine, it is a permanent job to maintain this structure properly.
The elevator dates back to 1899. And have you got any idea how it works? It works thanks to the force of the water. It's called a hydraulic lift. To drive it, there was once a driver who was placed on a nacelle, who could open the valves to get more or less water into the water circuits. But now the drivers are over. The elevator has been automated. For the other lifts of the tower, especially the one that climbs to the top of the tower, they are electric. Progress oblige.
Or to say that his Eiffel Tower was useless. That is why he quickly developed all kinds of scientific experiences, starting with a metrology laboratory installed on the 3rd floor.
The view is magnificent. From the top of the tower you have a 80 kilometers panoramic view on Paris. Gustave was quite lucky to be able to work in his laboratory, with such an exceptional sight.
If you go to the top, you will be able to see him in his apartment in the presence of his daughter and Thomas Edison.
It should also be pointed out that it was the wireless telegraph that saved the Eiffel Tower from demolition. As strange as it may seem.
True. This is the antenna which saved the tower. During World War I, the tower's wireless station helped the French military to intercept enemy messages from Berlin. Today, the tower counts more than 100 antennas which send radio and television signals around the world.
The main part of the maintenance work on the Eiffel Tower remains the painting. Each painting campaign lasts about 1.5 years. It is necessary to put several layers of paint, so that is about 60 tons of paints to be applied on the whole tower.
And it is done the hard way. It is all handmade paint. There is no question of using a gun, only brushes. And since the beginning of the century, methods have hardly evolved. Painters always play acrobats to restore beauty to the tower.
Until now, it was restored every 7 years. It was discovered that the lower part, up to the 1st floor, was aging much slowly than the rest of the building. So it was decided to repaint the bottom only every 10 years, and every 5 years for the top of the tower.
Since its construction, the Eiffel Tower has already been repainted 19 times. In 1912, Franz Reichelt, who designed a wearable parachute, thought to have a great idea by testing it by jumping from the 1st floor of the tower. And you know what? The parachute did not work, and he crashed.
Merci beaucoup. So tonight, I'm being treated to 4 courses, a starter, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert.
Worked through the night, and voila, it came together.
This is the best come back to my place apartment I've ever seen. And the piece de la resistance.
Here we are.
The master bedroom.
Welcome to the best view in Paris. It's very simple. It was kept intentional.
The popular beliefs, the tower's nightly illumination only represents about 4% of the monument's annual energy expenses. On the 31st of December 1999, at the approach of midnight, the entire world discovered the beacon and the tower's sparkling lights.
The 20,000 sparkling lights bring the monument to life for 5 minutes, every hour on the hour until 1 a.m. So make sure to be on time.
And if you have the chance of being in Paris on the 14th of July, you should not miss one of the most outstanding fireworks in the world, displayed every year on the Eiffel Tower. For the time being, we've compiled for you a short sequence of the best moments of this year. We hope that you'll enjoy. If you have learnt something today, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any Paris travel tips.
Kejadian ini dapat ia gagalkan berkat pertolongan belati latihan yang ia genggam. Rentetan mimpi buruk ini yang membuat ia mulai menaruh hati pada benda mati, termasuk belati yang menolongnya tersebut. Ia bahkan sempat pula menaruh hati pada tembok Berlin sebelum akhirnya ia menambatkan hati